Alright, so I just wanted to come on here again and make another small video just to kind of give you like what do you call it? Oh, I can't even think right now. um an example or an idea of what you can do with the flowers that you have on your altar that have not rotted or wilted, and they're still in pretty good condition before you change them out. Okay, so you can make like a spiritual bath, right? So right here I have a spiritual bath that I made with flowers that I kept on my altar that were in really good condition before I changed them out, right? And you don't have to wait to change your flowers out to do this. You can pretty much leave flowers on your altar for like 3-5 days or however long you want to get the energy going. Okay, because flowers are a really good way to cleanse yourself. So I had some carnations and some pink flowers, and I thought this would be best suited for like a love bath, right? So what I did was I used and I'll give you a bath that you can do, right? So what I did was I pulled all the petals off only, and I put them in this container, these are perfect containers to make a big batch of a spiritual bath and to have on hand, right? So I pulled off all the flower petals and I put them in this container. And what I did was I used a beer, like a gold beer, right? And because I had offered the beer, I put beer, and then I put champagne, and then I put honey and cinnamon, and so it went up to here, right, with those ingredients, the beer and the champagne, because this is a love bath. And then what I did was I added a whole cascarilla, a whole one. I crushed it up and I put it in. Oh, it's on my hands. And I put it in here, right, to give the bath added power to cleanse. And then from there, I filled it up with different perfumes or colognes, which you can get like really easily at your local CVS and I think Rite Aid and even Walmart. So what I did was I used rose cologne and I used violet cologne and Florida water, and I put the whole bottle. I put the whole bottles in here, right? A whole bottle of Florida water, a whole bottle of rose cologne, and a whole bottle of violet cologne, which is really good for love, right? And then I filled it up. I mean, it's halfway gone, but I filled it up all the way up with water. While I was constructing the bath and putting it together, I had a candle, a small white candle, and a glass of water next to where I was working to give spirituality and energy and life to the bath, right? So I finished the bath and I left it there until the candle completely consumed and finished. Then I knew that the bath was ready. I mean, it was kind of already complete anyway once I used the flowers, because the flowers had been sitting on the altar gaining all that power and that energy. Alright, so once the bath is complete, I get a bowl like this, right? A small glass bowl. And every morning I take a normal shower, but right before I get out, I pretty much like fill it up to there with this mixture. And then from there, I fill it up all the way with hot, warm water. And as I'm in the shower, you can still see like the cascarilla, I'm sorry, okay? I hold it in the shower and I pray over it, or you can say your words of intention. So I'll say something like, with this bath, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I imbue it with love, attraction, magnetism, seduction. And I'll just like repeat those words over and over and over and over again until I feel like the bath is fully imbued. And then I will pour it from my shoulders down 5 times to represent the 5 senses. And I'll air dry. I don't towel dry, I air dry, because I want the bath to seep into my skin and into my body. It's a pink color, and I'll tell you why it's a pink color, because I put a couple drops of pink food coloring just to give it that power of color. because without the food coloring, it was like clear. But I like to add all elements, especially color, and it smells so good. And so I keep this big giant container in my shower, you know, so I have it on hand. And all the perfumes and the alcohol preserve it, so you don't have to worry about it rotting or anything. It stays preserved, and it smells so good. You're perfuming your body, which pulls spirit to you, pulls spirits of love, pulls benevolent spirits, and flowers cleanse your aura. And so does the cascaria. But that's just something that you can do with the flowers that you have on your altar, instead of like throwing them away or discarding them. Use them. Unless they're rotten, then don't use them. But that's something you can do and know.